we are looking to raise 150 crores as a part of a Series A round. And while we are doing that, our primary focus is 80% of our proceeds would be going towards opening company-owned and company-operated stores, and then the 20% goes towards working capital and technology requirement. Another very interesting thing that we are trying to bring out, which barely any people in the saree business or for that matter retail business are trying to bring, is the amount of tech that we are trying to bring in. So today, when we are in a world where the attention span is less than 5 seconds and everyone wants to go swipe, 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 so herein we are at a pilot phase of developing our very own internal through our team an AR VR experience, wherein as a consumer you come into a store, you stand in front of a mirror, you say you want a red color sari, and every single sari in the store is available for you to drape right on the mirror. So you stand in front of the mirror and you're just swiping, and all these red saris are auto draped onto you, and then you say, hey, I want this particular sari, and you bring that out and you touch and feel and you look at it. So it's very important in the retail business today to be very adaptable. We have to now, the way businesses used to happen for retail, for saris, has significantly changed, and I think technology will play the largest part. We've brought technology right into our designs, we've brought technology right into running operations. We've developed our own product wherein, say for example, when you're growing at the pace at which we are growing, it's very important to have the right SOPs. So you'll be happy to know where we for example, for stock counting, now humans are not needed to do stock counting. Whatever the human eye can see is something that the machine can see, and if the human eye through its brain is being able to decode that information, so can a machine do it. So today through a CCTV, if I can count how many saris are there, so can a machine do. So now today we'll be at a pilot, and we'll be launching this next month, where we'll have live audit of stores of the saris kept at shelves level. So these are revolutionary breakthrough things that are coming into retail, and we are at the forefront of using this to promote saris and bring that goal of ours to life.
Tell us about the saree market in India. How, because earlier saree was in basically it's an old product, very ancient dressing material, but there is never such organized thing about saree. So how do you see, what is the size of the saree market in India? What is the global appetite?
So interesting that you asked that question, and thank you for that, because a lot of people have a major misconception of the saree market. People still question that aaj sari kaun pehante hain. People still question, but let me address this by giving you very interesting facts of the saree market. So the saree market today is a 80,000 crore market, growing at a CAGR of 12%. And bahut bar kya hota hai, we say these bigger words, 80,000 crore, 1 lakh crore, etc., but we don't understand the value. To give you a stark comparison, today an eyewear market where people are thinking, no one has ever questioned that people are wearing chashma, log kam pehen rahe hain. But ye bolte hain log sari kam pehen rahe hain. And I'll address this with data. Eyewear is a 60,000 crore market growing at a CAGR of 6%. And yahan pe sari market at an 80,000 growing at 12%. Aur yahan pe bhi people are asking that. And within that, 90% of the market is still unbranded. It's a local market. So I would look at it in a way how the gold jewelry market was 20 years ago in India. Us samay it was largely unbranded, unorganized, mom and pop stores, and then gradually there was authenticity that came in. Branded, what does a branded product per se mean? It means authenticity, hallmarking, right quality at the right price point, etc. And the moment that came in, I think the gold jewelry market, retail market completely changed in India. And I think the sari market is at that pivotal point of making a massive change in India in the next 3 years.
Tell us about your company and what are your growth plans?
So Indian Silk House Agencies, which is our company, we have our roots in Bengal. It's a third gen family-led business. So you'll be proud to know that having roots from Bengal, we are now in 13 states. We are at 59 stores. Our expansion drive started from 2022, immediately after COVID, and you'll again be I'm very proud to share this, that there's barely any brands in India who have, so a lot of brands have opened stores, one store every 5 days, 10 days, but there are barely any brands in India, in my humble opinion, which have consistently for a period of 720 days opened one store every 14 days, and moving forward for the next 365 days will be opening a store every 7 to 10 days. That cements, so right now we are the second largest in India in terms of the footprint of the number of showrooms that we have, and very soon we are looking to be, by the end of this FY, the largest in terms of the number of footprints that we have. And in that, what we see is our the goal and the mission is to be able to be in every city of India. So when people primarily say that, you're not wearing saris kaun pehante hain, first you look at the problem slightly upside down, wherein if you say that saris kya milte hain, are the right products at the right price in the right city. Today, we are always hung up on Delhi, Bombay, Bangalore. Abhi hum baat karne lag gaye Pune, Ahmedabad, Indore, etc. But we've never spoken about Gaya. We've never spoken about Angul in Odisha. We've never spoken about Nasik also, for that matter. Now it's coming in news, but we've never thought about how people in Raurkela are buying saris from. Do they have a branded experience? I strongly feel that today, with the deep premiumization which is come into our society, with the easy consumer financing that has come into society, and because of the penetration of internet into these smaller towns, I feel that the general consumer behavior has changed, and consumers now, courtesy the internet, now want to, and consumer finance now want to go in fancier cars, now want a fancier experience. Gone are those days where you go and आप एक गद्दी में बैठ के आपने 10 साड़ी देखे and साड़ी सिर्फ एक शादी में पहने जाता है. No, it's a myth completely. Today saris is, as I mentioned, is at a pivotal point where things will be very different, and what we are looking to do is bridge that gap between the consumer and the availability of the products. So 3 years from now, our goal is by 2030 to reach 500 stores. So if we are able to, as and when we are able to, I'm not going to use the word if, but as and when we reach that mark, you will yourself see the number of the perception and the number of sari wearers. The perception is going to change because the market accessibility will be provided. So our revenue size, we are looking at touching 1,000 crores by 2030, which is where our ambition plan is to be. A and B. Right now we are approximately at about 20%, 30% of where we want to be. But over here, the larger narrative here is that the pace at which we want to grow, and for that, of course, capital is a very large part of that growth plan also. And we are right now in the process of raising a Series A. We are bootstrapped till now, but we feel it's the right time to unlock value. It's the right time to get in larger stakeholders to participate in the absolute industry change that we are trying to bring about.